Hey everybody, I'm about to read off the first of, I guess, many of Volkov 295's entries over this past holiday break. I already got the ones that are not him out of the way, but yeah, he had a lot to say. I mean, let's just put it that way. He had a lot to say. I mean, let's just say, you know, the guy really knows how to let his feelings out as a fan. Yeah, he really, like I say, really knows how to let his feelings out as a fan. I mean, he's got a lot to say, so I'm not going to try to keep you guys too long. I'm just going to try to get everything together here. So that would be all ready. I mean, you know, I'm not surprised someone like him would feel this way, or feel the way they do, because it's not that, you know, as a fan, you got to look at it, you know, from their perspective. It's like, okay, just making sure I get everything here. These are all his. Basically, you're looking at quite a few, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, you're looking at like one, 2, 3, 4, then, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, basically about 4 of these. So let's get started with the first one, which he did about a week and 3 days ago. I'm going to check my time. I have a 15-minute time limit, folks, so I apologize for that. But this was 295's Volkov 295's entry from a week ago, basically 17 days ago. Or not 17, but 10 days ago. This is what he said, and I quote. He entitled it, paraphrase, parentheses, rusty iron grip of Sega. This is what he said, and I quote. So a new collab story and rant, all in one day. I'm on fire tonight. Okay, again, remember, this is Volkov 295's. Okay, he said, again, so a new collab story and a rant, all in one day. I'm on fire tonight. So yeah, we've long tutted and groaned at Sega doing dumb crap with the comic mandates in order to protect their characters. And yet, they seem to be ignoring Eggman when it comes to this. I'm going to take back what I said about the Mad Doctor. He's a perfectly fitting villain for stories like Colors or Generations. In Ian Flynn's stories, nope, he still doesn't fit. Now here's the funny thing about Eggman. Something which was pointed out in a demote, yet I never fully believed. He's not a sadist. Sure, he's a prick. But he's less of a total bastard and more of a man-child. Yet, thanks to Disney, we can be sure of this. You see, Disney released bios for their extra characters that appeared in Wreck-It Ralph. And one of them is Eggman. He's even on the friggin' poster. Each villain had a number of percentages, including one for cruelty. Eggman's score for cruelty, 20 out of 100. Yeah. And then it hit me. Sonic and Eggman treat the battles like a game. Eggman doesn't use organic batteries anymore, nor is he especially manipulative. Sure, his schemes can be fairly horrible like the one in Colors, but not so much at face value. Sega, please stop worrying about dumb crap like trying to make Sonic a celibate hero and start making Eggman likable. Oh yeah, the celibate hero thing. Let's talk about why that particular man did. You see, one of the weaknesses that Sega has is that the standards they have for entertainment are based mostly on response to the games in Japanese standards. However, they are imposing these on a comic that is released in America and barely anywhere else because it's made by Archie and not a company with a worldwide presence. One of the things that's apparently cool is the idea of a celibate hero. Okay, let's cover something here. Superheroes and other male heroes are a male power fantasy. And I don't know a single guy whose power fantasy involves dying a virgin. I agree with that. That's why Bruce Wayne gets to occasionally sleep with Selina Kyle. That's why the entire plot of Scott Pilgrim is getting this one girl. That's why James Bond porks a new girl in every film. See, even us Brits get in on it. Now, taking this on an A-level media student through process tells us that a strong hero is also a potent hero. He's good in bed, in other words. Now, taking this on an A-level media student through, now taking this on an A-level media student thought process tells us that a strong hero is also a potent hero. In other words, he's good in bed. In other words, he's good in bed. That's a positive to the stud Sonic stuff from Pender's second run. It shows that Sonic is a potent and thus powerful hero. Sure, it would make more sense if he was with Mina, Fiona, etc. before he hooked up with Sally, but still. Now let's look at this in a few ways, and then you can tell me which one is quote-unquote cool. 1. The hero dates 2 or 3 girls, then eventually stays with one of them for real. 2. The hero dates 2 or 3 girls, then they all get other boyfriends, and the hero is left alone. 3. The hero dates 2 or 3 girls, then some of them get boyfriends, and the hero has an on and off relationship with the last one, which spends more time off. Yeah, the second two make Sonic look pretty pathetic, don't they? But hey, according to SOJ, that's cool. Oh, yeah, the second two make Sonic look pretty pathetic, don't they? But hey, according to SOJ, that's cool. Because they know so much about writing a good story, right? Remind me, what was the story for the last game again? Oh, that's right. A bad thing is flying around and making us play old levels with time travels. The heroes find the Chaos Emeralds and stop it. First of all, 295, that was a good game. Yeah, maybe these guys should actually make a good story before they start telling each other how to write one. Especially if it's targeted at a culture with different standards to their own. Okay, that's his first one. Not so long, if you will. Let me check my time here. Not so long whatsoever. But now, let's see if we got room for one more. If I can find it. Ah, here we go. We'll try this one. Put this to the side right now. It's called Covering Your Tracks. And this was done 5 days ago, 5 days, 11 hours ago, or matter of fact, 5 days, 13, 14 hours ago. So let's just say 5.5 days ago. And this is also by Vorak 295. And it's titled Covering Your Tracks. And I quote, "Okay, so I'm at it again. Just a short one this time. This has something that I thought up while commenting on someone else's journal about 244. We've all been under the impression that dumb crap like 242 and the crop also landing right in the middle of quote-unquote at all costs is the result of Sega and, in the latter, Capcom, poking and prodding Flynn and dropping these ridiculous mandates on him. But Flynn has said that his intention all along was to make a 2-year story. A 2-year story that, as I have previously stated, could easily be cut down to 11 months, even with repeated plot structures and padding arcs like Endangered Species. The comic only reached 19 months, like Endangered Species, the comic only reached 19 months worth of material. Kind of convenient then that there are exactly 5 months of mandated delays, isn't it? Pushing the comic to exactly 2 years. In fact, it makes it look like the Olympic comic wasn't a summer special, and Worlds Collide isn't a proper event comic. Instead, taking up 4 issues of the main comic because Flynn needed them to be part of the main comic in order to push his train wreck of a story to 24 issues. Yeah, look at how mandated that must have been. To just happen to land at the impromptu moments like exactly 1 year after Mecha Sally's debut, well, Kaminsky said it would be over. And right in the middle of the damn finale. It's way too convenient for my taste. Okay, those are the first 2 I want to talk about. I have others I'll talk about in a little while. But I will be back, and until then, I will cut out for right now.